is E. Jump, run, do. Okay. Subtitles. Loading me. Then head over to Mackinac Island and take a tour of the old fort and go on a horse. Oh hell yeah. A horse and buggy ride. You are about to inhabit a broken mind. I missed the second part. The butterfly house. What's that? The thing is that I got more friends in Canada than I got in any other country in the world. One. Me.
Hello again. I guess it's time for us to chat, as is our routine. Not to imply that this is unwanted. In fact, I think I'm growing rather fond of you. You and I have shared a grand nothingness, and I feel as though your belly is a suitable embassy amidst the unknown above.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I think that's a great idea. If you're thinking of moving, then definitely visit. That'd be freaking awesome. And I would love to go to the butterfly house. That sounds really cool. 30th of November. It has been long enough. I have wasted away being useless for enough time to see that there must be a change. Tomorrow, Leviathan. Tomorrow I will make my journey. I will reach the surface and I will find the old city. I will find the sources. I got one of my friends convinced to go to Sweden to go skiing with me. 15th of April. He's gone. No longer will he exist as a parasite in your belly. He has made his escape, his journey to Tarshish, and I cannot help but feel as though he is brave in doing so. On the other hand, here I sit, alone, with nothing to show for myself. I have become static. I sit here consuming the supplies from the old city, never even considering what the sources might hold. Shall I continue to rot? Perhaps I should drink of the unclean water again. After all, if I am useless, there is no reason not to dissolve. No, I will continue. I will cling to sanity like a man lost in his hope, and I will cling to your innards like the parasitic worm I am. I'll sneak into bed with you still. The fool, he made the switch. At least that's what they say. I made the switch once, and my mind has never fully recovered. I embraced void, but I resurfaced quickly enough to survive. Why have you done this, Moses? Why have you dived into uselessness? Am I reading these backwards? I'm reading these backwards. We can hire a 2-room cabin. Oh, hell yeah. He said something about moving north towards happiness and contentment. I get the sense that this was simple sarcasm, but that often gives way to an actual desire. I do hope he finds what he is looking for. After all, he is making an effort to explore. That's more than I can say for the other minotaurs down there. The one whose residence is near the dumping point for the clean water was bad enough, but the new one, this Moses character, does nothing but whine about his precious dwellers and their unwillingness to move. Where's your movement, Moses? To be fair, he did leave the other day. He said he was meeting with the order camp somewhere north. More notes. I often wonder how many times I have woken up to greet you. Hundreds, if not thousands, of days have gone by, surely. I can't believe you had not shown him to me. Solomon, my dear Solomon, yes. I met him near the south side of this facility. We had a wonderful chat, and I don't want you to feel jealous. A friendship between us would never develop to eclipse my friendship with you, as he distanced himself from me after mentioning a woman named Belle. The poor fellow wasn't able to rid his mind of her. Some long lost friend from an older time, I think. I'm glad I'll never lose you, Leviathan. Our relationship is a special one. What is all this stuff? She might come join us. Hey, the more the merrier. What the hell am I doing? Wait. This is. This is exactly the same as the other room that I just left. Am I tripping? It's what the gods would have wanted. It sure is. Oh, watch your step.
Do you want me here? I know the question must seem odd, if not insulting, but I really must ask. You seem distant as of late.
You got stuck. Oh, my back. Holy crap, that's a lot of popping. Can I not use these? He said something about moving north towards happiness and contentment. I get the sense that this was simple sarcasm, but that often gives way to an actual desire. I do hope he finds what he is looking for. After all, he is making an effort to explore. That's more than I can say for the other minotaurs down here. The one whose residence is near the dumping point for the clean water was bad enough. But the new one, this Moses character, does nothing but whine about his precious dwellers and their unwillingness to move. Oh, I read that already. He's back. Not Solomon, no, the other one, Moses, just down the way. It's so hard to keep track of all the minotaurs these days. But I'm sure you know them all. You are a perceptive one, aren't you? Anyway, he's back and I feel compelled to go and meet him again. I'm quite the social butterfly, I'll have you know. Granted, whenever I attempt dialogue, I usually get the same tired story about how insane I am or some other nonsense. Moses doesn't like me. He had the nerve to say that you don't exist. He said that I am some idiot bumbling around, spewing my mind to you. Well, Moses, I'm no fan of your work either. The fool. He's made the switch. At least that's what they say. I made the switch once, and my mind has never fully recovered. I embraced void, but I resurfaced quickly enough to survive. Why have you done this, Moses? Why have you dived into uselessness? After I switched to the unclean water, I began to see the world for what it could be. The vasts of nothingness. I can only rely on you to unveil reality again, Leviathan. You must show me what they have done and what this place is, lest I implode in my own abyss. What the fuck am I supposed to do? Water source main. I just fall down the ladder, okay.
And please do not take offense. Your innards sometimes frighten me. Even in the complete safety of a belly and to myself, there are places like this that I do not want to know.
Am I supposed to follow the eyes? Solomon's note unlocked. How do I read a note?
Would you be angry with me if I removed his work? I'm not exactly a fan. Before I assumed this portion of your stomach, he existed as a parasite, eating away at your flesh before making his escape. I'm told that he refused to accept the sustenance you haul in from the outside. Some say he went insane after attempting to live off of the unclean water. Poor fool.
Nothing in here. Going up.
Shall I ascend to your lungs and feel your breath? I think that would be lovely.
Oh, okay. Them. We're on the 4th floor. Whoa.
Simple little animals, aren't they? Filthy, no doubt, but can you really blame them? I suppose that if I were to hate them for their nature, I would be just as filthy. It's an odd position. To hate a rat for being a rat is to make oneself a rat all the same.
We left candles burning next to wooden boxes. Who does that? Look at all these eyes. Oh, that's a bathroom. Oh, look, an eye. What do the eyes mean? They're everywhere. Oh, that's the men's bathroom. Rolla, rolla, rolla. I didn't fuck it up this time. Genya, fetch the mop and bucket. The cat have puked on the floor again. Not again. I'm coming, I'm coming. It means I see you. So I'm being watched. Is that what this is? Storage? There's lots of candles. I'm guessing.
What's down there? No one ever told me. Not that I know anyone. Apparently, after the Guild took this area from the Order, they felt the need to block off the tunnel leading to an access point dumping into the unclean water.
Okay,
One
Odin.
knows not to drink it, so why block the path?
I am very happy that you guys watch me. I adore you guys. Can I move those boards? No, I cannot. Okay. Love your face. Enjoy your lurk, Odin. Thanks for being here. Whoa. Whoa. On to the question of tactics, I should note that truth is best presented through the use of a vessel. That is to say, a passive tactic is not a tactic at all. We must be active. We must present correct ideology through any means necessary, because this world is a harsh and terrible place that deserves only an equally harsh and terrible vigilance. It is for this reason that our militant efforts are justified. Indeed, it is unfortunate that the Order stands in the way of what is right, yet truth must be compatible with itself. The greater eye watches as we fight for a revealed light. Our activism may manifest itself in the destruction of those unwilling to see, but that manifestation is only a sin to those addled by contemporary perspective. Future generations will look upon our conquest and see the fruits of those willing to stand up for a good idea, a correct idea. They will see our certainty, and they will thank us for bringing a new world of perfection into existence. Evil is a cancer whose only cure is something that they now mistakenly see as mutilation. They may accuse us of villainy. The simple minotaurs are unaligned dwellers alike, but that is apathy working against them. They prefer to dream of perfect worlds rather than to create them in reality. We, the Guild, are not so idealistic. Realism, my brothers and sisters. Realism and activism are the keys to a brighter eschaton. Thus, we will continue to make raids against the order camps that have infested the northern portion of the island. If the unknowing refuse to acknowledge their problematic ideas, they will also burn. Having stormed the northeast sewer outlet in this facility, we will continue to haul the carcasses of the dead to east access. The others may see it as butchering, as if the dead are but chum, but the ever-increasing supply of bodies makes their dismemberment a necessity, if only for the sake of transportation. Take charge of those ideas that you hold true, brothers and sisters. Take charge of them and fight for them. Ideas do not fight for themselves. We must make incremental steps as individuals, small leaps of faith that will produce sweeping changes for mankind. Our leap is but a small step when the destination is already something that we hold true. It is the rest of humanity that must evolve. Humble servants of the greater eye. You have an all-seeing eye tattoo on your arm? I was in the tattoo place one time. Some lady was spazzing, said I was Illuminati. I had to explain to her about the third eye, the mind's eye, and what it is and what it means to some. Yeah, a lot of people are not very educated on religion. Look at all them eyeballs. Holy ground. Hanging eyeballs. I'm gonna take a screenshot because that looks cool. It just looks cool.
It's funny how they all hoard the same supplies. All of it from the old city, and all of it wasted. Would you grant me another ascent? I've explored your innards. Let me scale your back.
So we have me and them. Now it's us.
It's always struck me as odd that evil is never self-aware. I mean, the most horrendous actions, these conglomerate endeavors of warring cabals, are caused by the best intentions. So all that's left is this grand suspicion of idiocy. Good intentions are moot under the control of a ludicrously stupid idea. But my contribution is hardly an appropriate contrast. I would like to argue that my contribution is non-existent, and thus superior to their negative impact. But the truth is, we're all infinitely terrible for not contributing at all, be it through neutrality or detriment.
Ooh. Oh. My game kind of froze for a second. Oh look, a gun. Intelligence. Investigator missing. Order Operative Solomon, possibly within ranks. Proceed to Northeast Docks. After securing, investigate ranks. What is that? Oh, Jesus. Keeps freezing. Oh, these are... I don't want to go back down. Let me go back outside and see if I'm supposed to go that way. Whoa. It feels like a jump scare will pop up at any minute and scare the shit out of us. Yeah, I know, right? It does feel like that.
Perhaps I should kill myself. It's a rather funny thought, actually. The standard reason for suicide entails depression. A sad portrait of a weak mind. But my desire for death is far more utilitarian. I feel as though I am useless. And I gather that this feeling is similar to what the others have felt. I do not suppose that any of them felt any particular brand of gloom before the end. Just a single shade of grey. At any rate, I prefer this situation to its emotional alternative. We Minotaurs are only different in that we're honest. We see what our species has become. We see the disease, and we see that there's no cure. What then, Should I linger until I grow old and die, affecting nothing and assuming the role of sewage? No. I'm beginning to feel as though the only honorable route is a swift end. Time has changed from an agent of death to an agent of cleanliness, wiping away existence like some sort of cosmic and crematory disposal. And I best incinerate myself before the universe is forced to deal with me through age.
The old city. More notes. I think I am about done with it. I don't know how long I can continue searching for Jerusalem. And why the hell did they call it that anyway? I suppose that when the narrative of the old city fails you, the only thing left is to generate your own. That's precisely what they did, isn't it? They find the source of the water when you have the destination, yes? Pathetic. Just think of what could be in there. Beyond the walls, beyond the conflict, and beyond the leap. What enlightenment awaits us inside? Do you not want to see it? Is our status as unknowing something I should feel proud of? Why can we not progress? I am sick of living off of charity water. If the water from the inland really is the only viable option for sustenance, I would rather die than continue to exist with the same unchanging fruits of an undiscovered tree. Shall I brave the unclean waters? Let us see how impure the swill really is. Ew. It has now been 5 days since I made my switch to the unclean water, and I must say I am feeling very little difference, if anything. I am slightly disappointed. I was expecting some massive psychological change, some shift from my original consciousness. I now feel almost no allegiance to the unknowing or their ideas, but that could simply be because of my recent frustrations with them rather than the clean water being in some way the source. Is this it then? Abyssus. The deep? That's cool. "15 days in and still no effect. A sham, then, yes? The waters from the inland are no different than the waters of Sheol. Incredible. Truly incredible. Here I sat, wasting away, thinking that the inland could provide us with some new perspective, some enlightenment, some answers. But no, the inland is just as pointless as the rest of it. The world has truly fallen, hasn't it?" Down, down, down into negativity. Does it change? Oh, it disappears. It has now been 3 days and 3 nights since I started drinking from Sheol, and I must say I feel fantastic. I feel like a new man, a changed man, a man with no purpose and a man on the edge of suicide. Is it not wonderful? Ah, look around you. The lack of all things. Meaning, reason, all gone. Isn't it truly amazing? I have never been happier, you know. If only the others knew how pointless the inland waters were. If only they could hear the beauty of nothingness calling us from distant shores. Aurora is getting a cough again. Unveil void. The end of it, yes. Can you hear it too? I remember when I could only hear it. Now I can see it as well, and the sight is grand. Don't worry, my dear reader. One day you'll see it as well, and you too will answer the call of the void. One day you'll see the vasts of nothingness. You will see the shores of our homeland disintegrate, and you will see the reality of instability, the deconstruction of everything revealed in all of its glory. Prepare yourself. Your time will come, and in that moment, I hope you will have the courage to remove your consciousness from the shared abyss. Join me in void, Jonah. Is that what this white light is? Oh, my eyes. Ow. Hurry up and load. Who the fuck is that? Where did you come from, sir? Are we back in this room? Solomon's note unlocked. Whatever that means. Wait, this is where I was earlier. Am I supposed to go back? Where am I supposed to go? I came this way earlier. And then... Oh. Am I in a different place? I am confused. Why does it feel like this place is also at the other end of the place? Am I tripping or am I just... Heathen. I don't know where I'm supposed to go. Oh, the game does not like fast movements. Where the fuck did they come from? Where did all these people come from? They weren't here before. That's definitely new. I went that way. What's down here? Subway access. Oh, sorry. Number 4, Ziz.
I don't know why we exist in self-destroying structure. We all share a fondness for that which is correct, and we're all certain that we have it. But there must be a way for that loyalty to flourish without burning the last shreds of coexistence between our species. That is, a species that is primarily defined by its diversity. I don't know if I'm arrogant for assuming that my desire for progress is any indication of my task as a catalyst, but I tried to find Tarshish already. Only in my attempted escape did you find me, and I do not believe that you found me without reason.
Whoa. Whoa, we're on floating rocks? What the fuck? That is huge. Sky Island, that's what it looks like. Looks really cool. This
These
place is
dreams
so
act as
pretty.
mirrors. Like passive portraits of the complexities of the human mind, they paint self, just as ideas paint the universe. Dreams truly are the most honest form of introspection, even if I can only use them as an escape.
Perhaps the dream itself is an agent of progress. Perhaps contentment is nothing but stagnation. Perhaps the dream was never meant to be realized.
Of course, if this mirror is to be trusted, then I'm just as vile as the others. The contrast between my reality and this one tells me that I do not belong here. The only thing I have that they do not is a fondness for this new world.
That's a big bird. It's moving too. Oh shit. My dream.
I actually knew the man who lived here. I believe his name was Solomon, though he insisted that the matter was irrelevant. During the few times we spoke, he seemed ungrateful to the point of mental masochism. He, he would consistently act as though you have somehow maliciously trapped him within your confines to limit what can be done with the outside. I, of course, know you better. You and I have a special relationship.
A special relationship, you say?
Before the fall, I had access to a monolithic complex of voices. My parents would simply drop me off with the instruction to learn. Vague, certainly, but the uncharted nature of the command provided me the freedom to let my interest plot the course. My travels picked up in speed as the voices became stronger, pulling me ashore to distant lands where discovery welcomed me with open arms.
Council of Modernity? After the global incident in blank, survivors divided themselves into three distinct groups based on belief structures. Post-fall, the ideological concerns of people still remained while structures failed to support the conflict. So what was a debate gave way to violence. The council's primary role is to organize people into categories, thus allowing discussion between the larger parties to take place in a non-violent manner. Members of these categories are labeled dwellers. Anyone unaligned with the available overarching ideologies is actively called to adopt the title of Minotaur. The council was officially formed in blank and up to the writing of this encyclopedia to preserve voices. On request of the council, there have been only 3 ideological groups. Okay. What's this red door? Ooh. Ooh. Oh, everything's going white. Where am I now? One giant leap for a man, one small step for mankind. Oh, I touched the hand. And now it's loading.
But if he could only have seen your qualities, your utilitarian and defensive necessity.
Oh, shit. Dear Solomon, I'm not sure if you're going to receive this, but I hope it gets to you somehow. I miss you. Why did you leave? I don't understand. I know you went north, but I wish you would have told me why. It was never Abraham. I never loved him. I love you, Solomon, and I don't know if it's my fault or yours that we never were together. I feel like I made a lot of mistakes. I should have told you how I felt, but it's just so hard to know sometimes. I just, I didn't know if any of it was real, you know? Maybe us being together was just a dream. Anyway, Abraham is gone now, and I am coming to find you. I'm just near the water treatment facility, and I know the sorts of places you love to make your home. Look for me in the area. I want to see you again. With love, Belle.
Naturally, I have my moments where I wish I could sail, but these are nothing but unchecked emotional discharges amidst an otherwise passably clear and somewhat intact realism. Solomon never could stop the dreaming. His unrestrained imagination grew until the contrast was too much, and he was forced to take the honorable route, like so many of the others who litter the walls of your interior.
Order of the Cosmos. The Order is one of the three ideological groups that spawned from the formation of the Council. Their ideology consists of a staunch atheism. Members were initially concerned that survivors would rebuild a society with what they called the mistakes of the past. With the structures gone post-fall, they saw a danger in regressing to barbaric religious state, where society suppresses unbelievers. However, as of writing this encyclopedia, the Order has become more generally concerned with presenting atheism as the only sensible possibility. Their methodology for achieving this goal is based primarily on discussion. Their belief is that progress can only be made through discussion, and that fact will win out over falsehood, given an honest dialectic approach. I keep getting stuck. This place is a mess.
Perhaps his dreams were a ladder leading to uselessness. Perhaps my dreams are the same.
The Minotaurs were elected as moderators in the discussions between the three ideological groups of the Council. Their usefulness is directly related to their ability to maintain fairness. Instrumental in preventing violent outbreaks and infighting, the Minotaurs do not align with any particular ideology. They act as free agents in a discussion between three established factions. A major source of support for the Minotaurs is another party named Leviathan, I assume, in the Old City, which is now quarantined because of blank. Why is it quarantined? What happened? I want to know. Their dream.
How much do you know of the old world? Did you even exist? Were you thrown overboard when your fall occurred, floundering in a new and terrifying negativity? My transition was not a comfortable one, so in this we can feel a measure of companionship.
It's so pretty. puppers is up here. I'm just giving him a butt scratch real quick.
Yes, butt scratch.
Books on top of books on top of books. Voices creeping in from the vasts of a larger and more ancient world, now trapped in the claustrophobia of narrow minds and cold halls.
So many soda cans everywhere.
The old world was worthy of the waters that still flow from the inland. These green pipes that provide us with the basic sustenance we need for a pointless existence are nothing but charitable structures for an already stagnant populace. In this sense, our ideas never change because we rejected the source for its fruits.
To the Overseer Principal of the Northwest Quad. If you see a dweller named Belle, restrain her immediately. We are certain that she has defected the guild cause, and she should not be allowed to harm your garrison with any form of espionage. Intelligence has confirmed that her defection is indeed a fact. She may try to persuade you that she is simply escaping guild captivity, but this is not the case. Use whatever means necessary to extract guild information from her. Order intelligence. Notice has been received that Belle is being protected by the guild. The information she has about our encampments may compromise the area. As a precaution, send units 8, 4, 7, and 15 down the tunnels to the docks. We'll be sending explosive to block off your subway access point. This will leave you and your family alone with a single unit of infantry. It is imperative that you stay and maintain this area. Even in personal bonds, we must exhibit no final loyalty. Of course, while I'm sure this precautionary measure will prove ultimately unnecessary, we will have to block our communication for several months. If anything does happen, it was a pleasure serving with you. One day, our certainty will win out over the evil of the guild, and truth will be apparent to all. I point that way, but there's nothing there. I'm not entirely sure what I'm looking for. Oh, my game froze. Okay. The running is so slow. My eyes won't stay open. They want to close. There's nothing here. Nothing. Oh, wait. What's this? Here's something. Oop. Our dream. I wonder how many chapters there are.
One of the larger unknowing camps is nearby. Their lack of organization tends to make it difficult for them to avoid the conflicts between the Guild and the Order. Of course, the unknowing themselves make their own little raids. This results in it being difficult to maintain any sense of pity. Regardless, I'm sure the onslaught was horrendous. People never fight harder than when someone else attempts to uproot their anchor, even if that someone only does so by existing.
Oh, I thought that was a ladder there. Magnemite.
We're getting closer, Leviathan. I'm sad to say that our time together might be ending.
Do I need to find a key somewhere? I guess we thought this would be some sort of haven, a light on a hill. We thought we could hide away from what the other dwellers were doing to each other, although we hated them just as much as they hated us. I guess we thought we were simply right, making us exempt from the conflict. It's all backwards, you know? I mean, I get it. The world fell. Yes. Everything went to shit. It's just that I think we assumed people would be largely the same after the old world left us. But just listen to me. I sound like a minotaur speaking in circles about how terrible we all are with not a friend in the world to comfort me. It's funny how I thought of them as antisocial, insufferable, and, worst of all, arrogant. Now I feel as though I see the point in the isolation. I hate that it has to be this way. Why is Aurora still awake? Aurora's still awake.
All of our dreams at their core involve some sort of contentment. This is the one desire we all share, But is it a goal that really should be met? After finding contentment, what then? Where is there left to explore after the last temporary comforts of happiness have been extracted?
Pretty. It's so party. Where's this? There they are. The stars. Which way do I go? Are these just rooms? Ew. Everyone abandoned Jerusalem after we caught word that the guild force was continuing onward past the minor order camp near the subway access point. It's just me now. I have several options in front of me, but only 3 that really matter at the present. Firstly, I could simply rejoin with my old unknowing group that has now left our Jerusalem. This is particularly unwanted because of our recent disagreement. Second, I could walk there. I could wait here and die when the guild inevitably takes the place. But the third option is what intrigues me. What if I went the Minotaur route? It's astonishing to me that I'm even considering it, given their apparent outlook on life. But there's something about the journey itself. There's something about that world, a massive world, that can only really be seen by making one's own world small. From what I can tell, you essentially have to deconstruct your entire universe in order for the large macrocosm to take over. I swear, some of these stairs are busted.
Our island is plagued with the fruits of a collective mental landscape that defines us as desperately holding on to something correct.
Whoa.
So there is no place to hide without truly secluding or perhaps risking the inland. On some level, I feel as though I cannot blame the dwellers. Their zeal for truth is commendable. They're fighting for something rather than keeping it to themselves. They're acting instead of hiding. Still, must cruelty be the manifestation of certainty? If only truth did not need to be compatible with itself. If only we didn't need an anchor to be right. If only we could sail instead of collecting dust on the memories of voyages past.
All right, it's time. I have made my decision. The guild will be right here in 3 days' time, and my venture in isolation awaits. It's odd that I never required any sort of dubbing. I remember that the old Minotaurs, the one who still remember the pre-fallen world, acquired the title after breaking from the council. It's all rather stupid. Modernity, they called themselves. Members of the guild, order, and the unknowing all gathered together to make decisions on who is what before the conflicts even began. All it took was one spark, a single disagreement between people entrenched in their own ideas, to initiate an infinite turmoil. The guild called it heresy, the order called it ignorance, and we unknowing sat around screaming about their need to be educated so as to stop the oppression. To think the ideas weren't even their own. Their ideas came straight from the old city. Yes, I have seen how this works. These green pipes, these charitable structures, they are the root of our entrenchment. Well, no longer. I will find the source. The floodgates. I want to look. That's pretty. Ah, but the narrative. If only they could have seen that. If only they could have seen that we all see. Every last one of us. Dwellers, minotaurs, premods, all of us. We all see. Every last man, woman, and child on this island can truly see. It is simply that we all see a different narrative, a different truth, oppression of the diversity of voice. Yes, the diversity of truth is what makes truth a nonsensical enterprise fit only for those who would oppress. The rules are gone, yes, gone, 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 and there is nowhere now to return to but the truth of all truth. These voices of old are yet more narratives for the mixing pot of our time, the great soup of numerosity that is our species. We should welcome them. We should embrace their absolute correctness as a lack of correctness itself. What can be known? Nothing. Nothing. What can be understood? Nothing. Oppression is the monopoly of a narrative where other narratives could lie, you fools. You absolutely insane mongrels. I hate you. I hate you all and your non-competitive narrative. Sorry, do forgive me, please, but only in my love for our collective narrative can I condone the rejection of your entirely problematic oppression. Idiots, 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 idiots. Yes. Truth must be compatible with itself, you say? No. Truth must be allowed. I reject the singular nature of your universe, O order, and your pretension. I reject the infallible nature of your tradition guild, and I reject every last one of you preposterous nuisances who would stifle my narrative. My narrative is a dream? Ha! Would you suggest that there is a reality that is not my own, not your own, and not of anyone to have ever thought? You fool! You pretentious, arrogant fool! There are no dreams. There is only a multiplicity of narratives that all show an equally diverse truth that aligns itself with the experience of those who would be willing to live, to imagine. I will kill you, O you oppressors. I will not hesitate to cut the heads off of every last one of you stupid buffoons and drink the blood of your useless corpses. I stand for the right of the people, the right of all people to their own truth. Come forth, those who would destroy my narrative, and show your vile and disgusting nature. I am certain that you are wrong, you cretins, and I will not stop until you allow our voices, in all of their diversity, to be heard. The voice of one who is unknowing. Some of these notes are real long. That's where I came from, right? went here already, didn't I? Maybe not. Maybe yes? I don't know. Lovely face, you who live in your castle place, you who are sweet and kind, you who speaks out of mind, you that help out no matter what, you even help with things that can't be bought. You are a true friend, and your mind no one will bend. You are strong as an ox, but your fragile heart you got locked in a box. You hand out keys to those you love. I love that I have a shot of being that dove. That dove that can deliver happy and joy, even though I might be a stupid, obnoxious boy. That's a cute little poem, Skenya. And you're not stupid or obnoxious. Everyone abandoned Jerusalem after we caught word that the guild force was continuing onward past the minor order camp near the subway access point. Wait, didn't I read this already? It's just me now. I have several options in front of me, but only 3 that really matter. Yeah, I already read this one. Love your face. So, wait. Where did I come from? Did I start here? Oh, I can't. There we go. I swear the stairs are broken. They broke. Oh, look, a door. Oh, what's over here? Can't open that. Okay. We go to the door then. I'm getting sleepy. Boo. I feel so bad that she's coughing. I hate when she's sick. I don't know why, just me being shy, but poems of mine is not something I share to everyone in line. They do from time to time pop up in my head and it just rhyme, I often send them to people I love, those who bring me joy and happiness like a dove. You are one of them. You are one of those who probably will get a lot of those. I don't mind. I like poems. Every time I play DBD, Bear also makes poems. I think they're fun. Behemoth. Hold on, I want to see something. Holy shit. I think a poem could bring a message that has a deeper meaning to it than just the words themselves. I agree. 100%.
It's where the heavens would tear through the sky as if digging through dirt, creating little bursts of pastel light in the otherwise desaturated gloom. It's as if clouds are nothing but a frame. I wonder if without them, happiness would turn into a flat portrait of stagnation.
A crab. Wait, we've been here before. The music's getting really eerie. I am really fucking tired. Make the leap. Can I save this? No. No, I cannot. These tulips? No, they're not tulips. The leap.
We're almost there, Leviathan. The final step between me and the old city's upon us. I wish I could take you along.
Payphone.
Will you remember me? After all, I could never forget you. And how can I even begin to thank you for all that you've done for me? You protected me from a world that I was too weak to bear. But now the distant shores of another reality are calling me home. To something I've never seen before. A dangerous and unpredictable world lies ahead of me. But I'm ready to let loose the sails. Here it is. The leap. Goodbye, my old friend.
Why did we jump off? The new. I don't know how many chapters there are.
If this final dream before the new is to be trusted, then all life follows the pattern of broken progression. Some call it redemptive history, still others call it galvanization, yet the trajectory is undoubtedly the same. We exist on a familiar shoreline, with the waters lapping at our feet. We look back and see an explored and thus frozen world. Then, as if subconsciously recognizing the need for change, we dive into a prison of even further inactivity. My prison was my only friend, it seems, but even he saw fit to spit me upon a new shore.
Who dat?
I won't lie, I do miss Leviathan. It wasn't his fault that I was a parasite. But was he necessary at all? After being cast out, was devolution in his stomach the appropriate next step? Why couldn't I have simply washed ashore to the old city?
Why are there people? Just like
Perhaps Leviathan
chilling.
existed for me to discover him, even if that which I explored was my prison. Perhaps I simply needed to see the stagnation before evolving.
The hell is that?
When I was a child, I was given a rowboat.
Hi
I wanted to
Bear, we're
sail,
doing well. How are
so
you?
the universe built me a galleon. How unfortunate that, when I got older, I no longer wished to explore.
I'm tired as fuck. Not too bad, that's good. You should go to bed if you are tired. I know. I don't know how much longer I have in this game, though. I'll get off in a minute. I want to see if I can get to the next part.
Again. I'm going to board my vessel and sail into an unknown world to dream all the more. I'll leave this dream behind to feel the sand of other shores in my hand and let it loose as I travel inward towards newness. First, however, I'll make one last dive into abyss.
Why do we keep jumping off cliffs? Leviathan. Is this the last one? We like to fly on our wings of love. Because they are there, and why not?
Here lies my captor, the great sleeping fish.
Are we
My
underwater?
foundation's been disintegrated. I'm left with nothing but void. However, the baby of belief need not be thrown out with the bathwater of certainty. An assertion from an assumption is still an assertion, making any deduction from that foundation subject to critique. I may not be able to deduce from a place that I know to be true, but that which I deduce from my dreams must still be compatible with itself. I think I was wrong. Dover isn't where my dreams died. It's where one dream took over. I dreamt that I had no dreams. I dreamt that Dover smothered my belief with certainty. In truth, a truth that I cannot know, Dover ran red. The dream of realism created a monopoly of comfortable stagnation that held me hostage until I could do nothing but cling to Leviathan's innards for safety. My belief was not truly killed, it was captured. One belief was deemed more true than another, and I convinced myself that I was correct. I convinced myself that I could be correct. What if this dream's monopoly was disintegrated? What if I could explore a multiplicity of dreams, never quite knowing which ones are a reality? Truth must be compatible with itself, but what happens when truth is unattainable? Solomon saw the illusion for what it was. He saw that the lack of dreams was a dream itself. His downfall was in his pessimism, however. He saw the manifesting process of dreams to be too slow. But of course it is, my dear Solomon. The dreams will never manifest in our lifetime, but that's where they have their worth. The dream, the ideal, is an object whose grasp should never be fully achieved. It is in the desire for the object that our true desire should lie. We should desire to desire, and in presenting the ideal to a fallen world, we will make incremental steps towards perfection as the eschaton approaches. One giant leap for a man, one small step for mankind, Solomon. The Dweller's dreams could function within themselves, from their foundation, as long as the factions recognize that foundation as a dream. What point would there be in conflict if the dreams cannot truly be controlled? They have their dreams and they cannot assert which is superior. So why not sail?
I want to go this way.
I would tell myself that the real world has shown itself like a clear blue sky, spotless in its vast and flat nature. I tricked my own mind into believing that belief itself was not present. Now that the illusion has been revealed, I'm left believing that I can't know.
Why do I keep getting stuck on shit?
Truth must be compatible with itself based on a starting point I can't prove. I can't assert which dream is not a dream at all because they're all just dreams. Why not discover the dreams I can't control, rather than hiding portions of them away to let what I was certain of flourish?
The fuck is that? Oh shit, it's alive. Excuse me? Why am I going inside of this thing?
One last look at my cage. One last dive into the abyss of negativity. A terrible world full of terrible people, yes, but that can be changed. Epistemic humility can regress to the deconstruction of stagnation. What I previously thought to be stagnation itself, the lack of any true knowledge, is simply the deconstruction of an anchor, freeing us to traverse the unexplored. I swam the depths. I confronted the bottom of the redemptive checkmark. I was far more negative than those who still cling to certainty, but that's part of the progression. It's part of the broken progression. In this respect, we cannot improve without first deconstructing.
I think we're almost done. Oh, yep. What is going on? Why can I not see? What is happening? Oh shit, that's it. Okay. Wait, I wanted to see some. Wait, what the fuck is happening? Hold on, let me open that back up. I pressed escape. So that's the game. Jesus Christ, it's loud. I only got 3 out of 7 notes. Holy shit, those are long as hell.